So since everyone seemed to enjoy me rolling around in my blanket last video, I figured I would do it again, except this time I'm going to do the butt version, because this week's topic is butts. That wasn't nearly as cocoon as the first time, but I think it's good enough. So we haven't had a serious topic in a while. Wow, I just made it sound like we're having a serious topic this week. We're not. It's about butts. That's not serious. What I was going to say, though, is that hopefully tomorrow we're gonna have a serious video. If everything goes as planned, our first guest star on Transtastic will be posting his video tomorrow, and then all of us will be talking about what his topic was. It's gonna be a surprise. But today, it's still silly, and we're gonna talk about butts. This topic is so unofficial that it's not even on our channel page listed as a topic. I'm just gonna get right into talking about butts because we didn't have any birthdays. First, we can talk about butt massages. I don't know how many of you have gotten a butt massage, but they're basically the best thing ever, and that's basically all I had to say about that too. That was not a very substantial route to go with this video. That's it. So ask your best friend for a butt massage, and if they refuse to give you a butt massage, then clearly they are not worth your time as a friend. Delete them on Facebook. That'll stick it to them. So I was really excited this week because I figured I would get to see every member of the channel's butt, and since this channel is an incredibly sexy channel, I really wanted to see everyone's butt, and I didn't get to see Emery's butt, so I'm kind of disappointed, but I got to see Chase's butt, and I got to see Finn's butt, and Finn's cat's butt, which was an added bonus. But even though Emery didn't show his butt, he did create a very thought-provoking video. He posed the question, who has the greatest butt? And I thought a lot about this, lost sleep over it, but, Nicki Minaj has the most magnificent and awesome butt. And I mean awesome in, like, the real sense of the word. Not the overused awesome, but, like, awe-inspiring. Her butt is, like... I'm convinced that it's not real. I have a butt. I could be the next Nicki Minaj. I feel like I'm flashing you. So I was going to talk about butt hair, because that's a completely relevant topic to being trans and being on T, and suddenly, like, the butt hair just invades your body. But Chase basically said all there was to say about that, and there's really not much to say about that other than it just, you don't have butt hair, and then you have T, and then you have so much butt hair that, you know how people with afros, everyone makes the joke that they could, like, lose stuff in their afro? That's kind of how I feel about my butt hair. That's gross. I've never lost anything in my butt hair, or my butt for that matter. I've never lost anything in my butt. That's why anything that you put in your butt needs a flared base. This has become a sex education talk. I could talk about butt sex. I'm not going to. There's a sex shop, like, 3 minutes away from where I'm sitting right now. And you can get, like, an entirely complete butt. It's squishy, and there's, like, you know how, like, Elmo toys and stuff at Toys R Us, they always have that hole, like the Try Me hole where you push a button and does stuff? That's kind of what the butt has. You get to poke the butt and it's squishy. It feels kind of like a butt. It's just a severed butt. There's no legs or torso. There's just a butt that you buy, and then you just, I guess. You can buy the torso separately, boobs, and you can fill it with whatever you want. It lactates. That's sexy, huh? I think it's advertised for people who want to have, like, a crunk party and do, like, boob shots of boob liquid. So let's talk about the relationship between you and other people's butts. Grinding, you know, like where you're standing and then someone else is, like, backing it up into you. Not like a meat grinder. Don't meat grind your butt. This is gonna sound incredibly weird. I'm gonna probably regret putting this on the internet, but when people, like, grind into you, it kind of tickles. And I don't know if it would still tickle if I had not female parts. That's very vaguely related to butts. Moving on. So I was in this yoga class all quarter. It just ended. It was probably the worst class ever. There was, like, 2 redeeming qualities. One is that the entire wall was a mirror, and I just got to stare at myself and flex for an hour and a half every Thursday. That's basically all I ever want to do with my time anyway. But also, it was like 90% attractive women. They all took the front row, and I wasn't in the front row, so basically I had a perfect view of all of their butts, and it's not just like a butt, it's like a butt in yoga pants that's, like, doing yoga. That is kind of the epitome of the perfect view. Butt speaking. Butt speaking? That's a fart. Last thing I have to say about butts, and it's also related to being trans. This is so relevant, I'm so proud of myself. That I've always had, like, a lot of dysphoria about my butt, And I find it funny. Dysphoria is not funny, but I find it funny because a butt is something that everybody has. Like, how am I having gender dysphoria about a part that every gender has? There's like, not, like, it doesn't matter. There's a ton of different ways you can identify your gender, but no matter what, the butt's gonna be there. If you identified as a buttless gender, a surgery for that doesn't even exist yet. Everyone has butts. And yet, I was dysphoric about my butt, because it's too round. It still is. It's better now. I have said butt more times in this video than I have probably forever. Anyway, see you next Saturday. See you next time. See you next time. Later.